Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again. And this time we're going to look at a game called Power Drive, and this was created by Bally Midway in 1986. This was suggested by YouTube user Nathan Williams, and it is a monster truck race game. Very cool idea because there weren't any other monster truck games that I could think of at the time. But you have to have the right controls if you're going to emulate this. Otherwise, boy, is it hard. It's already hard. What you do is you compete against other monster trucks in various events. There are events where you run over other cars, where you jump ramps and stuff. We'll look at that later, but there's the control panel. What you have are two buttons, one for each tire, and you have to mash them just like track and field to make your car move fast. And there is also a shift for four-wheel drive and two-wheel drive. And there is a wheelie button. And you have to master all of those. These are the different types of events. There's a wheelie race, and there's specific rules to remember for each race. And there's a sled pull, and there's a ramp jump. And anytime you approach a row of cars that your monster truck is gonna run over and mush, you have to wheelie. So press the wheelie button as you approach it, and then shift to four-wheel drive as you mash the cars, as you squish over them. Any other time, two-wheel drive is best for speed. So here on this event, see how fast they're going there in two-wheel drive, but then they do a wheelie and then they shift to four-wheel drive as they go over the cars. You can play multiplayer in this game. The first player is known as Daddy's Girl. The second player is known as Captain Crush if a second player joins in. And if a third player joins in, they're called Sheriff Perry. The other cars, if other players don't play, they are known as Black Lightning. But yeah, anytime you're just trying to build up speed, two-wheel drive is good. But if you're on top of cars, you want to switch to four-wheel drive. But you need to know when to use those, when to wheelie, and when to build up speed. It's very, very tough to get used to. But I'll get started. Each credit that you put in, you get $3,000, and you can build yourself lots of cash. But each event costs $1,000, and you can build up speed even before the light turns green. See, I've got speed. I did a wheelie just before I hit that mound there. And I got first place. Woo, barely. It's hard to get first place on this game on any event. But that first stage was called the Dover Dirt Track. But you have to mash the tire buttons, just like track and field. Alternate them as quickly as you can. This time we're going to mash the cars. I wailed on the buttons while I was in four-wheel drive, and that helped me get over the cars quickly. And I only got second place. Yeah, you wanna be in two-wheel drive when you're just building up speed. Four-wheel drive when you're going over the rows of cars. You don't earn much money in this game. It sucks. You could get in first place and still run out of money. And you have to have enough money to participate in the next race. This is the sled pull. Just wail on the button as fast as you can, alternating the buttons as fast as you can, as hard as you can. Just keep it up as long as you can. When the car can't go anymore, it'll stop, or the truck. And I got second place. Yeah, the other cars, or the other trucks already have their own set times. I just barely earned enough money to have $1,000 to spend to participate in the next race. And this time we've got a green car that we're gonna mush. Catch up to it, do the wheelie before you get there. Ooh, that was good. I did very good there. Yeah, I got first place again. But yeah, you just don't... Shoot, I didn't make enough to get $1,000. Yeah, that sucks. But after about 10 seconds, if you don't put in a credit to give yourself more money, the game will be over. But I'll just put it in there. So build up speed, do the wheelie there before you approach the cars, switch to 4-wheel, and really you're supposed to go back to 2-wheel when you're just building up speed. And I made 2nd place. No, I made 1st place. Woo! Yeah, I can't get into this game. I would probably enjoy it more in the arcade, maybe. I never saw this before. Now this might be the ramp jump. They shuffle through various amounts of time that you have to beat. Whoa, look at me go! Yeah, on this one, you need to build up the speed in 2-wheel drive, but right as you leave the ramp, you do a wheelie, and that will give you the maximum height and distance. But yeah, just remember, as best as you can, just straightaways, just trying to build up speed, 2-wheel drive. Approaching cars to mush, do a wheelie, and then go to 4-wheel drive, and then switch back when you go to another straightaway. Yeah, whale on those tire buttons. And I should have gone back to 2-wheel drive. Oh well. I got 2nd place. But it's really hard to remember all that at first. It takes quite a while to get used to this game. And you have to have $1,000 to go to the next event. Yeah, it's really stupid that even if you make 1st place, that you might not have enough money for the next event. Yeah, I got 2nd place. But yeah, there's a total of 52 cities, and note that there's a nickname for the race that has the city name in it, like Dover Dirt Track, or Chicago Crunch, or St. Paul Sled Pull. It's a total of 52 different cities, and then the game just recycles through them again. But basically, there's 4 different types of events. Here, you just start out slowly, and then try to build speed. I got 2nd place. Yeah, there's just different rules for the different types of events, and you have to learn what they are, and you have to be ready to react with a shift change for the 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive, and be ready with the wheelie button. And remember that you can build up speed even before the light changes colors. Ah, I made 3rd place. Damn it. The game's not over if you make 3rd place, but it will end if you don't have enough money for the next track. But you will have about 10 seconds to be able to put in more credits to give yourself more money and continue to the next race. But that was Power Drive by Bally Midway in 1986. You just have to have the right control setup, and you have to learn all the rules for each race. The races will repeat themselves, or the events will repeat themselves throughout the, if you play through all 52 cities. Just kind of hoping that Portland, Oregon would be in there, because that's my hometown, but it's not in there. They do have Seattle. But that was Power Drift, and we're going to look at the other players. Yeah, 2nd player is Captain Crush, and 3rd player is Sheriff Perry. And if they all finish with the same time, which is possible, they will all get 1st place. And we'll look at that happen here, because I set all controls to the same buttons, so I controlled all 3 players. There we go. If you do a sled pull or a ramp jump, then you alternate turns. But that is Power Drive by Bally Midway in 1986. Well, this is Crazy Clown Radio saying thanks for watching the very difficult Power Drive by Bally Midway in 1986. I will catch you later with another video. Y'all have a good week, everybody, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.